Streaming anymore?
Okay, guys, hopefully we're back, kind of. to knock Malphite, knock his head in a little bit, but it is not enough to kill him. Canadian pretty low, but he's going for a full jungle clear. I think that's smart if you have your smite up. Amumu is decent at clearing the jungle camps, so he's having an alright time there. Shifter here, just farming up as much as he can. 30 CS versus 29. He's doing pretty darn well. He can stay pretty full when it comes to the mana because he does have that blue card, and as long as he's not missing that card, which he usually shouldn't be, he will be in a decent position to keep that farm up. Maokai looks like it might be coming in mid now, but I suppose we'll see that in just a second. Inox just pushing down this top, trying to force the tower to attack those creeps and whatnot. And here we go, the flash and the aggressive action going on. Almost getting a kill on, but not really. You know, Agent S, he's pretty low, not exactly dead, wasting a flash there almost. Shifter doesn't have exactly the most amount of mana, so he isn't able to finish that kill up. And there we go, using that shield. Actually, I think he meant to use his Q there, because normally you want your Q to be your last red zone spell, because then you do a sick amount of damage with it. Your E, it's alright, but it's not as easy to hit as your Q. And there we go, trying to come forward. Or at least you want to have your red zone come up when your Q is up and active, your little flame spitter, flamethrower thing. I don't even know what it's called, but it's one of those two. Ronnie, full health, full mana, and it looks like it might have some sort of gank going on in mid lane. No, Amumu is just going to come around to the bot. This is pretty dangerous for the red or the blue team. They need to back off right now. As soon as they see that Amumu, and that's what they're going to do. Try and run out of here. Thanks to that own Tribush ward, I think that's really smart. Inox trading a little bit with Esquire. He has seen that the Amumu is bot lane, so he's in a pretty safe position to be a little bit aggressive and just try and farm. Yoon just CSing some more. 52 CS versus 46. It is sick how well he's doing right now. At least compared to how he has been before. These last previous games have not been exactly the greatest. Now, we might have a little bit of a tower dive going on right now. Esquire taking so much damage. First blood goes for Shifter. Will he die, though? Yes, it looks like he will. Oh, almost a double kill there. Agent S getting the kill onto TF there to make up for that fact that they just got double killed. Oh, Lonnie getting caught out a little bit out of position there. Though Samuel almost dying as well, thanks to that collateral damage. And there we go. Samuel goes down. I think that was a bit of a mistake to get that out of position there, especially against the Graves, who had a bunch of mana and was using potions. But I mean, that's good for Yun. Not exactly the biggest mistake he could have made. Canadian actually going for this blue buff now. It looks like it's going to be a game of stealing the enemy's blue buff. I don't know. Uh-oh, Lonnie here gets caught out. Flashes, but is not able to make it over the wall. Esquire using that teleport to be able to get in here and have a pretty good position on the opponent to get a kill there. I think that's excellent from them. Looks like he's just going to head up through mid and head top again. Yeah, he's doing pretty great. 33 CS versus 40. 1-1-0. That's nice for him. Canadian taking a lot of damage. Badger sauces. Oh, that was a big mistake right there. Using that ultimate though. Will he be able to not die? Something. There we go. The flame spitter or the flamethrower able to secure something there. And oh, Shifter dodging around here. Able to get away from Agent S. That was so close. Yun chasing him down now. Does Yun have his ultimate? No, he does not. He will be able to E over this wall though. Can he? Yes. Buckshot and auto attack. Nice job there, Yun, securing that kill. Able to get Agent S through that wall there. The red, they do have some nice aggressive wards, the red team, but Agent S was just a little bit too out of position, and Shifter was able to dodge around that stuff. Samuel in the bot lane along with Vintage. Hanging out here really. 60 CS versus 57, though Graves does have those 2 kills. That means he is going to be ahead just a little bit. Esquire in the top lane now, farming up a little bit, getting that Chalice of Harmony early. I think that's a really good choice. You get that Chalice and you have a little bit of magic resist along with some extra mana regen, which is pretty important if you're trying to spam your spells. You can build that up to a really cool item, the Athene's Unholy Grail, which actually works really well in AP versus AP lanes, especially versus someone like a Rumble who has a lot of ability power damage. And then you'll be able to harass them on your own with your own fun little ability power spells. Yon and Samuel trading a little bit here. Yun dodging just as that Q goes off. Nice job there. Sona back into lane, etc., etc. Pretty standard stuff down in the bot lane. Just a lot of aggression from each of these guys. That's exactly kind of the name of the game between these two teams in the bot lane. It's just pure aggression. They just want to get on each other, want to smack each other in the face, want to really show them what's up, want to see who is the very best, like no one ever was. Top lane, that's where Inox is, against a Malphite. I don't know why I continued with that, but apparently I did. Now it looks like the red team is going for the blue on the side. You know what? Now to think about it, I think the best possible situation for the blue team is that they have a TF middle, because the red team has been so aggressive with stealing these blue buffs that TF hasn't been able to get one. And while it's always nice when TF gets a blue buff, he truly doesn't need it because of that blue card. I mean, you want to be using your red card to harass your gold card, and then you're just your WOD cards on its own. But if you have to use a blue card to get some mana up, I think that's alright. Like, using that blue card, get your mana up, then you spam some more spells, you can do a lot of work. Lonnie actually coming forward to eat that Q from Samuel. Nice little aggressive move there. Lonnie doing so well down here with her aggression. That's pretty much what she has just been doing over the past couple of games. Anytime she gets that Sona in. Oh, there we go. Esquire actually being forced to use his ultimate to get away there from the TF gank. And what this tells me is that Rumble should be able to do some aggression. Uh-oh, this could be a little scary. There we go. Going in onto him. The double basically. Oh, wow. That's just so many spells right now. That was a Sona ultimate followed by a Malphite, or non-Malphite, Maokai ultimate, and of course Yun doing his thing there as well. Yun still has his ultimate. He doesn't have too much mana though, so he can't really trade well here. Those auto attacks are quite strong on their own. Oh, there we go. Shifter versus Agent S here. Shifter has been doing alright, 60 CS, though Agent S is just kind of mopping the floor when it comes to the CS too, compared to him. 96 CS, has the boost level 2, has the catalyst, building up to that Roa. If he gets the Roa, he is going to just be a terror in the lane, essentially. There's the blue card like I was talking about before. Agent S has had that blue buff all game long, essentially, so I think that's the main reason why he is so far when it comes to the CS. Obviously, he is still a good CSer, but that blue buff is able to kind of secure it for him with the constant barrage of spells that's going to be coming his way. Compared to TF, who can't really do that. He doesn't, I mean, he has to use his blue card basically every time it's up, because otherwise he's just going to run out of mana. Oh, there we go. There's a solid engage on Agent S. Canadian using some spells of his, and Agent S should go down. Yes, he does, to TikTok on the clock. That was an excellent ulti from Inox, using that to make sure that Agent S would take a lot of damage, and then having Maokai engage right on top of that. I think that was the best situation that could have happened there. Having Karthus go down there was pretty important. And Amumu was also involved in that, but he couldn't do too much. I think he used his ultimate. If not there, somewhere earlier. It's kind of unfortunate. Yun now has the red buff at level 9. I think this can be pretty darn important, especially when, oh, there we go. They're finally going to get their own blue buff. I think that the fact that Yun is getting the red buff right now will really throw the bottom lane in his favor even more, because it'll allow him to trade ridiculously well. He can now auto attack and have his auto attack slow his opponent as well as do damage over time. It's pretty darn important when you have an opponent who can get away really fast, like Ezreal. He should be getting slowed though by the Sona on her own. Then on top of that, they do have the red buff, so that's pretty nice for them. TikTok on the clock actually has the blue buff from killing somebody. I'm not sure who it was earlier, but he did. Oh, here's the teleport Maokai getting ultimate from Samuel, doing a lot of damage. Lonnie going down as well, and there is the ultimate from Buddy, and oh, gets so close to killing. And there we go, double kill for the red team. Excellent job there, coordinating that global presence of the teleport along with Karthus. I think that's exactly what they needed to do there, and they did it well. You know, Samuel using his spells here, hitting opponents and whatnot. Inox is now going to have to take down this turret, so yes, he does. Trading a turret for a dragon, obviously not the best thing, but at least, you know, they're getting some sort of exchange there, which is exactly what they have to be doing. They can't just be giving up free global objectives like some sort of, 1200 ELO ranked solo queue game. They have to be going for that coordinated objective stealing. Inox is also doing really well in this top lane, 104 CS versus 64, 1-0-2. He's just trying to get onto trying to get above Esquire's level, really. That's what he wants to do, just be ahead of Esquire, and he is right now, two levels ahead, in fact. And because he's so far ahead, he will be able to do a lot of awesome harassing when it comes to when Esquire comes back to game or lane. And if Esquire decides he wants to push up and maybe get to the turret, he's going to have a really hard time doing so, because Rumble is obviously up there with all of his spells, harassing and whatnot, and Esquire doesn't really have the highest amount of MR. He does have a Negatron Cloak and a Chalice, but that also means he has no damage, you know, so we can... Oh, there we go. Engage with the DFG, trying to get a kill on Agent S. It's so close, so much damage going off. No, Mumu engaging there, and oh! Yeah, Inox clearing that up with that Flash Ignite along with his Q, having at least one tick there. Excellent job there, Inox, getting super aggressive, shutting down that Karthus. We've seen before that Agent S's Karthus is just so strong. It has all the talents you want to see in a Karthus. You know, he has excellent control in team fights. He has excellent individual control. He has excellent CSing. So you want to shut down a guy like that, stop him from being as effective as he possibly can be, because if he does get super effective, then that's just going to be the end of the game right there, because Karthus is just one of those champions that, you know, it can snowball a game in one favor because it has such a presence in the team fight and whatnot. Okay, so in this bot lane, a little bit of pressure going on. Back and forth, back and forth. Canadian coming around to just make sure there are no wards here in this area, because if there are wards, he knows that there's a potential for it to be stolen. So he's just going to walk around with that Oracles, clear it out, while Karthus can go over there later to be able to get that blue buff quite easily. Now Maokai, there's the ultimate. It actually didn't do too much. Pretty nice for Yun. Yun, he does not have that red buff anymore. It has worn out. He's trying to use that to the fullest extent that he could, but oh, here we go. Inox going in on Canadian now, being super aggressive, stopping him from taking that ward. Canadian taking so much damage right now. He also has that red buff, so he's going to be slowed. Will he be able to go down? It looks like, yes, getting that Oracles, that is going to be quite a big deal. You get that Oracles killed, and now he's going to have to spend 400 more gold, and considering, you know, there's a tower just going down for them, that is going to be kind of negative. Oh, here we go. Agent S getting caught out of position right now. TF also hopping in. Oh, this is going to be really bad for Agent S. He gets caught out. Demolished, basically. That's basically what happened there. 4 on 1. He got squished, sandwiched, got turned into a nerd sub sandwich. Just eaten up, munched up by the blue team. Blue buff looks like it's going to be stolen. TikTok and Clock getting that. That's pretty decent. Now he can spam all his spells, hop around, be super aggressive when it comes to just trying to hop on people, such as Malphite. Hop on Amumu, even shut him down a little bit. He is, or at least Canadian, he's a really strong Amumu player. Seen one other game with him, and he just did super well, even though he was behind. Really planning those ultimates for the perfect time. Basically exactly when you want to have them. That is kind of how he's been playing lately. That Pax TF skin, so sick. I love that skin. 4,000 gold ahead for the blue team right now. This is kind of the exact opposite of the game we just saw, where the red team was ahead by 4,000, 5,000, at about the 18-20 minute mark, right around there. So hopefully the blue team can continue that lead, and we'll be able to see a third game. Love to see a lot of competition between these two teams. And oh, TikTok and Talk stealing that big wolf from Agent S. Poor Agent S, getting denied everywhere, getting 4-man ganked, all that kind of cool stuff. Canadian coming and getting that. There we go, he gets the red buff. And here comes Inox, doing more damage on the Canadian. Canadian's just not having a good time when it comes to this Rumble. He was held for quite a time there, actually. Seemed to be a little bit longer than a normal ultimate. Now, it looks like we're going to have Yun here getting pretty big. 2-1 and 2 with 155 CS. He already has his Bloodthirster, almost has the Zeal. Once he gets that Zeal, you know, it's just a short step away before he has the Phantom Dancer. And once he has that, he's going to be clearing waves, clearing people so fast. He's also getting the red buff. He's had this red buff since about level 9, so when we first saw him get it. Getting that every couple levels will allow him to shut Samuel down anytime they get in a team fight, or just in a fight in general, which is really good for them. Shifter, making sure to use Twisted Fate and his ultimate to the fullest extent, continually going top to try and shut down Malphite some more. We'll also, of course, getting that kill onto Karthus, doing a little bit of fun all over the map, really, and that's exactly what you wanted to use Twisted Fate for. Twisted Fate isn't like a sit back and farm champion. He's just not as strong as some champions that can do that, like Karthus or Morgana. You need to have him around the map having a presence, because otherwise it's basically a useless pick. Why not just get someone else who's better at farming, such as Morgana, who's open, or there's plenty of other champions like that. Karthus also another good pick. Maybe even Anivia for just a farming kind of champion. But no, they got TF, who has a lot of global presence. TikTok clock does have that Oracle's up. They need to get rid of that. No, the engage on Agent SO. Here comes the ultimate, perhaps? Okay, there's Shirelli using out of there. Inox using that ultimate. I think that was a little bit of a bad ultimate. Using it in a position where it didn't really catch anybody, and it just kind of stuck. It kind of didn't really have the effect that it needed to. With a Rumble Ultimate, you want to have everybody caught in, or at least be able to pick off like an 80 carry or an AP carry, but that just didn't happen for them. So here we go, a lot more back and forth right now. Trying to clear out these wards. They need to have somebody with range to get in there to be able to clear that out. Esquire coming through. Esquire pretty darn tanky at this point. You know, he has some natural armor, and then on top of that he has all of his magic resist that he's building. Has that Abyssal Scepter, has the Chalice of Harmony, and has the Mercury Treads. So he's in a pretty good position. But he needs to make sure that he isn't getting caught out, isn't getting, 1v whatever like he was before. The blue team, actually, I think they're a little bit... they're almost being a little bit too aggressive right now. The rest of the red team here, okay, they're doing the dragon dance. They're going for it right now. Looks like the blue team is just following up. Now this would be a perfect position for Inox to have his ultimate, but of course he does not. And this could be Inox getting caught out here. Yeah, there's the engage, solid engage. Ultimate comes off from Samuel. Samuel doing so much damage that gets the double kill, going in onto Inox as well, doing so much damage to him. Maokai gets a kill. Triple kill for Samuel. Could see a quadra here if he's continuing poking. Yes, actually that's a kill for Mr. Tarek. So looks like that 5k gold difference has now been turned around. After this dragon, it should be about a 900 gold difference, something like that. It is not a happy time for the blue team. They lost quite an important engagement right there. If they would have had that ultimate from Rumble up there, they might have been able to get something done. It has come up since he has been dead, but they really missed that out there, and they also didn't have too many wards placed in the places they need to, such as that central bush, which wouldn't have been able to clear because no one on the blue team has the oracles right now, or they might have just got it. Either way, they need to be very, very careful now, the blue team, because if they do give up another team fight like that, they are going to get Baroned on, and if they get Baroned on, then it's just a simple matter of taking down some exterior turrets, and all of a sudden you're at the enemy's base taking down their inhibitors. If you take down the inhibitors, well, poor time for you. You're pretty much getting pushed on even worse. Now they have Baron, and they have an inhibitor. Oh no, what you gonna do? Not much, really. There's not much, because there's not much you can do. So the blue team is here. They are going to be able to poke down this turret. 5v3, so that's not a big deal for them to take down that turret and get it down pretty damn easily. Looks like the blue buff is being pinged by the blue team. They're going to be heading to that. If they can head to that, then they can take that out maybe. Agent S over here, poking around. Samuel tries to steal that. Will he get it? No, he will not. Yun, in fact, gets it. I think that's kind of interesting. Yun gets that blue buff. He'll be able to spam spells really well. Obviously, it's nice when your AP carry can get it, but whatever. Now they have it with Yun, and Maokai. He gets caught out of position there. He has to teleport or flash and use his Shirelias. Still might get caught though, which is really unfortunate. It's going to be kind of close. There's the sapling. Catches Canadian off guard. Tick-tick on the clock, or tick-tock on the clock. Running away, as is Yun. They might have to give up that turret, which would be a little unfortunate, but the minions are so pushed that they can't really try and go for that. I mean, they could, but they'd have to tank a lot of damage, and that'd be really unfortunate. So instead, the red team is just going to go back to the mid lane. I think it's a good choice. If they did decide to go for something like that bottom turret, then the blue team can simply head to head to Baron and be able to get that down. Samuel doing some more farming, has that red buff. Going to be doing a lot more of that intense. What was he doing before? What's the word I'm looking for? Basically, with that red buff, he was applying so much CC that he was able to pretty much control that fight, He applies the CC, and then he uses Essence Flux to get away, so he isn't forced to be in a shitty position. Able to be that aggressive. able to really force the blue team into a bad position. And TikTok and Lonnie trying to take out that ward. Come on, Lonnie, there we go. Taking it out. Lonnie needs to use her ranged auto attacks to take it out, because TikTok does not want to get engaged on by like 4 of the enemy. Because if he does, then they're in a really bad position. Looks like the blue team's actually going to head up to the mid. Or no, the red team's heading back to the mid. Yun's coming down here. I think this would be a perfect time for them to do Baron, because there's basically no wards in here. Though Karthus can have a little bit of global presence even if he isn't, exactly there. And they also have Esquire with the teleport. I don't know, this is kind of a scary situation. TikTok, go up there, buddy, clear that ward. Oh no, he's not going to do it. That's a little bit unfortunate, but not exactly the biggest deal. So they're almost, I don't know, this is kind of an interesting little Baron dance. Nobody's really sitting right next to Baron where you normally see it. They're more in the mid area. If the blue team can push the minions to the red team's turret, then they can go ahead and feel pretty safe at least getting started in Baron. They can get out a Baron fight. But the red team, they have the same scenario, except they have a really strong engage as compared to the blue team, I think. With that, though, I don't know if I exactly say that. They have a really strong engage regardless of what the blue team has. The blue team also has a really strong engage, but I don't know, I really like the red team's engage with the Moo bandage toss in, as well as the Malphite using his ulti to come in, comboing that with the fact that Karthus can simply hop in, and you've got like a sick AoE combo, regardless of the fact that Ezreal also has that sick AoE power with his ultimate. It looks like Malphite is top. We've seen Esquire doing this so often. He gets these champions with the teleport, and he just split pushes. It doesn't matter what the champion is. Oh, here's the sick engage that's supposed to go down. Inox using that ultimate in a little bit of an unfortunate position. TikTok getting kill onto HNS. TF also getting kill there. Inox getting so low. Will he go down? Double kill for Karthus, and it looks like Samuel is going to get a kill as well. Tic-tac on the clock trying to get out of there. Shifter also getting out of there. The red team, I think they're too weak to be able to do Baron, but they definitely came out ahead there. 2 for 3, and now they can, some of them can back off. And oh yeah, Shifter with the wild cards, throwing them across there, securing the kill onto Tarek. So now it's a 3 for 3. Of course, Esquire and Samuel coming back now. Okay, he used that ultimate to try and spot out what's going on. Then he goes back to base. It's now about a 1.4k gold difference. The blue team does have 3 towers down though. The blue team does have 3 enemy towers down. Right now, it's a bit of a scary game. 3 for 3, they're trading pretty evenly, but if they have another solid engage like that with Malphite coming in first, I think they could see even bigger results for the red team. Their Malphite came in just a little bit later, was able to use his ultimate still, but it wasn't as effective as it could have been. There was so much damage going on to the red team. I didn't actually see where that was coming from. I think it was mainly the wild cards coming from Shifter doing a lot of work there. Along with Inox, he had his Q going off, his flamethrower spitter thing with Jig, as well as his E, which was doing quite a bit of work. And the Ezreal ulti, able to carve a little path through there, but the turret still went down. So now it looks like the blue team is going to be heading to the bottom area. First off, they can steal this blue buff, and second, they can even head to that turret if they decide that's what they want to do. You have the red team kind of split up here. A little bit scary. And Malphite actually getting out of position. He does have that Oracles. If he goes down, that'll be a pretty big deal. The ulti from Inox goes off, and it's actually right across exactly how you want it to be. Esquire goes down to TikTok on the clock. A lot of damage going out right now, and there's the engage onto Samuel. Knockup. So much damage going off. Shut down. TF getting that kill. Now we're going to see this turret go down, I believe, because it is only 3 players to 5 up. TF using that ultimate to get across. Now he's able to push middle as well at the same time. So they're doing a little bit of split pushing action. If they are able to get an inhibitor here, I think we can definitely see a little bit of a game number 3 perhaps. It's kind of interesting to watch. Here we go. The turret is going down right now. Graves doing so much damage. Yun with that Bloodthirster and the Phantom Dancer doing some mad work. Inhibitor is going down right now. Another like 20 or 10 seconds until Malphite will be able to get over there. Shifter also able to take out this middle turret. Ooh, that's some big plays. If they take out this middle turret, they can simply now back off quite easily, come back in later, and then go for that inhibitor. Or they can even go top, take out that top exposed turret, And then they have a nice fun game of either poke down at the turret or go and take down the inhibitor. They have a lot of choices that they can do now. Ever since they had that really solid fight, the only scary thing is that the red team can head to Baron right now. If they head there, enough of them get there, they can easily clear this fast. They have Ezreal, they have the Tears of the Sad Mummy. They also have, TikTok clock a little bit out of position there. So are they going to start it soon? Karthus does amazing damage as well. So yeah, they started it. Canadian tanking for Ageness and Samuel. We're going to have to see if Inox is able to get something done here. He is the only one here. Okay, so he makes the rest of the team back off. Ageness taking so much damage, almost dies, as Canadian was unable to tank that. So now I think this could be a reverse Baron. The blue team can, I think they can definitely go for this. Ageness can have a little bit of AoE presence thanks to that helpful little ultimate of his. You know, the Karthus ulti, pretty powerful. But he wouldn't be as effective just using the ultimate as he would have if he would have went for it. So now I think the blue team's going to attempt this. There are 2 wards in here. TikTok, I'm a clock trying to clear these on his own. A little bit of poking going on to him. They really don't want to make it look like they're going for it right now. I think that was a little bit of a mistake. I think they should have just started going for it, get those wards down as fast as possible by having Lonnie and Yun come up. But now they are fighting a 5v5 if they do decide to go at this, because Karthus was able to get back there, as was Tarek. Just clearing wards, that's exactly what they got to do. Just keep going after those wards, because eventually someone's going to run out. Hopefully it's them and not you, but you just got to keep keeping at it. And it looks like actually the bottom creeps are pushing, as is the top, so the red team is in kind of a scary position. Now Baron is very open to them, or very open to the blue team, and they're also getting the red team's getting pushed in their bottom, they're getting pushed in middle, they're getting pushed in top, trying to clear that out. And Lonnie actually accidentally getting Baron aggro there because it was set off. I think there was some spells being casted over the wall there. So now I think we're going to see the attempt go off, now that we have seen that at least Malphite's back. He does have the teleport though, so that's a little bit scary. He can get in there pretty darn fast. Blue team is going at this hard as they can, doing a lot of damage. It is pretty damn low. Will it go down though? 45, 43, 3k, 2k. It's close. Oh, the ulti comes in. Oh, blue team manages to secure it. Graves gets that. Here comes the engagement, and oh my god, Samuel goes down as 4 down super fast. I didn't even see how fast that was. Hopping forward there. Canadian also going to go down now. He is dead, 100%. And I think that's going to be GG, because now they can simply go for the inhibitors and the turrets. All their waves are pushing. They're in a very, very strong position now. I don't see how Esquire on his own will be able to stop this. Of course, you never want to give up. They're just going to have to let it run out. There are like 15 seconds before Mr. Vintage will be back up, trying to take down this turret. I think he must have the time reduced by 5 seconds passive or mastery. So here we go. Turret gets taken down. Esquire ulti's out actually. Oh, just to bait TikTok into dying. GG. Now we are going on to game 3 of this set. Oh, this is insane. As I've been saying at the end of every single game so far, go to Twitter, use the hashtag YEGOpen and follow OK Gaming to enter a $10 RP giveaway. You win that and you can buy yourself some sort of awesome skin or champion. Also remember to go ahead and take a look at some of our awesome sponsors, such as Max Frag. Without them we would not be able to do awesome events like these over here at Overclock Gaming. Speaking of awesome sponsors, check out Oodle Noodle. We got some legendary food over there. Probably gonna eat some of that sometime, hopefully soonish. Delivery all over the city of Edmonton, 780-278-7877. Also over here at Overclock, we do have League of Legends night every Thursday night from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. $10 for members, $15 for non-members. Speaking of Overclock, make sure to check out all of their stuff. Twitter.com/OKGaming, Facebook.com/OverclockGaming, YouTube.com/OverclockEdmonton, and www.overclock.com. Also, follow Edmonton Gamers at EdmontonGamers.com, Twitter.com/EdmontonGamers, YouTube.com/EdmontonGamers, and Facebook.com/EdmontonGamers.